Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. My name is Brother Omar El Rashed, and I'm the author, poet, and peaceful heart's guide. And I wanted to share with you a story of an intense pain that I was feeling, honestly, over the last few days. I was overwhelmed by a loss, and honestly, even this loss was more in my imagination than it was in reality. A friend that I'd wanted to connect with had not been responding, and I went through a sort of a hurricane of different negative thoughts and ideas, judging and being negative and being hard on myself, and I felt absolutely down. And after that, later that day, I ended up going to one of my martial arts classes and just really not being able to perform at my best and sort of, making minor and silly mistakes, and I was just really hard on myself. The next day I walked into work and I was completely sad, and I told one of my coworkers, not only am I sad and I'm tired, and I don't even know why. And after loss, I realized that it was going to be a difficult day. When I got home, I was supposed to talk with someone related to an appointment of mine and sort of a plan and a project I was going forward with. And it went okay, but it wasn't as successful as I would have hoped. And it was at this moment, after loss and difficulty after difficulty, that I realized that I had to do a change and I had to incorporate the wisdom that I knew. You see, while I was going through these sad emotions, I realized that I was in what is called a dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul is when you're feeling down and out, you're feeling discouraged, and you don't necessarily know why, but you know that your soul is crying out. It's sad, it's lost energy, it's depressed. And in that sad, dark night of the soul, we find ourselves wanting to reach out to other people, but not feeling the energy to do so. Wanting to feel better, but not finding the motivation to shift. And it was at these crossroads that I found myself yesterday and the day before. And this morning, as I was journaling, which is a practice that I definitely recommend, and actually I have an ebook that explains a very good positive way of practicing this to transform your life. As I was journaling and writing out my prayers, and as I wrote the answer to my prayers, I even saw the beautiful gift. I saw the answer that I needed, and I knew exactly what I needed to do. You see, I was stuck. I was stuck in misery, I was stuck in sadness, and I was stuck in a loss that I had not fully grieved. And in my journaling process, I realized that I just needed to grieve the loss and move on. You see, in life, I can't promise you or teach you how to never feel sad. But what I can do is to teach you how to experience that sadness, to feel the grief, to feel the loss, and then to move forward and spring back into joy and into life and into light again. And that's what I decided to do this morning. I journaled it out. The wisdom came to me that I needed to hear. The answer to my prayers came, and it told me to just grieve the loss that I'd been shouldering, that I'd never given voice to, that I'd never accepted and I was running away from and avoiding experiencing. And so, in the first 15-20 minutes of work, I took a quiet time in my office, and I just decided to grieve. And undisturbed, uninhibited, unhindered, I grieved the loss, and I was able to turn that negative day, that negative couple of days, back into a fulfilling and happy day. And here I am on a bright sunny day in Boston, right on the Charles River behind me, and it's amazing how the day has shifted. And it didn't shift because life doesn't have problems. It doesn't shift because my life is perfect and nothing ever goes wrong or ever goes that I don't wish it happened. That's not the case. The reality is life goes on. There's loss and gain, there's happiness and sadness, but we don't have to be stuck in those sad emotions if and when we choose to turn it over, to grieve our losses, and to swing the pendulum back. Because life is just like a pendulum. It swings between happiness and sadness, between despair and between hope and resignation, between joy and pain. All of life is a swinging motion, and this is the life of this world. This is meant to be a test. It's not paradise. Those of us who are seeking paradise on earth, we get paradise in the next life, not in this one. But with all of the discomfort and the pains and the sufferings and the losses that we have, we can embrace peace and we can experience joy by helping to shift, transition those emotions, feel those emotions, let them carry themselves to their fullness, and then letting them go. And for many of us, this can be a very difficult process. Many of us are afraid to feel the fullness of our emotions. Our mind might be telling us, oh my God, if you experience the fullness of your sadness, you'll never recover. You'll never come back. Oh, I've got work to do. Oh, I've got things to do. I don't have time for my emotions. But your emotions won't wait. They will continue to bottle up and bounce pressure and pressure and pressure and pressure until they explode, either on someone else or on your own self. But if you learn to express those emotions, recognize them when they come, and let them go, we can experience exciting and incredible growth and happiness and joy. And we can feel the fullness of the sadness, because sadness is an emotion like all others. It doesn't have to be avoided. It doesn't have to be run away from. It has to be experienced and let go. We don't control the universe. That's God's title, not mine. But what I can do is I can help my soul to experience its emotions, let go of those feelings, and then move on with my life. Life is a pendulum, and as long as we let it continue to swing back and forth and not get stuck in any one place for too long, we can live a happy and nourished and fulfilling and peaceful life. And if you would like to talk to someone about getting some help and getting some clarity and getting some insight into how to live a peaceful, content life, if you're looking for strategies to deal with the emotional pains that you've been carrying for so long, if the weight of it all seems too much and you just need a breath of fresh air and some relief, I encourage you to click the link below, comment below, share with those who you know and who need this message, and connect. I'm offering a 30-minute free consultation to anyone who clicks on this link, because I believe that it is our right to feel and experience joy and happiness, and no one should suffer with depression, anxiety, or any other stresses because they didn't know of a better way to feel and a better way to live. I was guided to the best way after dealing with suicide attempts and many other terrible consequences, but God saved me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved me from this and showed me a better way, and now I'm sharing that with others around me. So again, if you would like some more peace and tranquility in your life, feel free to comment below, click the link, and sign up for one of a 30-minute session with me. And I hope that together we can travel on the path towards happiness and joy. Ultimately, it's so helpful in life to have a mentor, to have a guide, someone who can walk with you through the struggles, someone who's already walked this journey before. Not only have I dealt with severe depression and bipolar and a lot of other difficulties, but I've made it through to the other side, and I can help you get there as well. With this, I pray for you and your family, and I pray that you find the peace and solace you seek. And with that, I bid you adieu. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.